Hey there, I hope you all are doing good. Thank you so much for joining me. So, today's reading is the person on your mind. What are they hiding from you? Okay, and we have four groups for you to choose from. Group one, the aquamarine. Group two, the rainbow moonstone. Group three, the blue calcite. And group four, the blue apatite. Okay, so if you do want to take a moment to choose, go ahead, but I will see you all in your readings. Hey, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the first group, this crystal, and this reading is for you, the person on your mind. What are they hiding from you? So we have the Six of Cups, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Nice. All right, so what they're hiding from you is that they do miss you, but they also want you to miss them as well. Maybe they want you to show them that you miss them, maybe through contacting them, expressing that you miss them. For some of you, they could have already made it clear that they do miss you. Maybe they've communicated that to you, but they want it to be reciprocated. They are hiding that they think a lot about the past, both in terms of your shared history together, possibly a breakdown, something that went wrong. It feels like they want forgiveness, they want you to forgive them. But this doesn't really feel like something that they are hiding or something that they would hide. So say, for example, you haven't spoken to this person for a minute. It's like when they do see you, or when they do get the chance to communicate with you openly, it feels like they would be, willing to tell you that. And it wouldn't be something they would, hide necessarily. For some of you, they could already think that you know this somehow, that you want them to forgive, that they want your forgiveness. They could feel like you already know that, maybe intuitively, or maybe based on the history that you guys have together. So there was a similar message that came up in a previous reading. It could have actually been one on Patreon, actually. I can't remember. But there was this message about, it's like they're hiding that they're having trouble with their kids, or there's something going on with them that makes their ability to parent more difficult. So please only take that if, it makes sense for the person you're asking about. But yeah. They also haven't told you that they feel like you're someone who can do no wrong, and that you are generally someone who is quite innocent, at least in their perspective and how they see you. They've also been thinking a bit about your childhood, specifically related to your independence, or something about your childhood that made you really independent, made you strong, self-sufficient. Or for some of you, it could have been the fact that you carried a lot, or you grew up quickly. Maybe you had a ton of responsibilities as a child. For some of you, this could be something else, and it could have been the fun that you had as a child, especially if you traveled or had a lot of freedom, or had a lot of, interesting experiences. Then they think a lot about that. So they also hide how kind and peaceful they think you are. They also think about how protective you are. This could be of yourself, this could be over certain people in your life. This could even be about how protective you felt over them, whether that be in the past or currently, although it does feel like it is more about the past. But they do think about, or hide actually, how they could use your protection and your support right now. They do hide that they do want you to support them. It could be your moral support more than anything else. Um, they think that you are someone who has a lot of good luck, and that you do or you did or would bring them good luck. So that it feels like they want that, energy, that protection, that I don't know, maybe you have like, fairy dust and they want, some of that to rub on them. Um, but yeah, there's something about you, like your energy, that they need or want in their life right now. They also hide the fact actually that they think that you are living your dream life or that you're on your way there to living your dream life. They feel like you are very content, with where you are, with what you have, who you are, where you're going, what you're creating. They feel like you are just very focused. It could be focused, it could just be content, comfortable, like rowing a boat. It could be easy, like you're going, what's that, where the stream is like just kind of pushing you to your destination. Like they could feel like it's quite easy for you now. Um, but yeah, is it downstream? Is that the saying? Like you're moving downstream? I don't know. Um, but anyways, for some of you though, especially if you have experienced, some ups and downs, it feels like they want your luck to change in a positive way, even if, they could be unaware that you're already in, a good space. But if some of you are not in a good space, it feels like that's something they want for you. They do want your luck to change in a positive way. They hide the fact that they think that you're someone who has extremely good karma, you know. You've been through a lot, maybe a lot of ups and downs, and they're also hiding the fact that their life is a bit chaotic right now. Actually, it could be very chaotic, but they are trying to change their fortune. They are trying to change, their destiny. Like they could feel like they're headed in a certain direction, and it feels like again I'm getting the image of not downstream, but this time kind of moving against the current, like, and that's what it feels like for them. Like they feel like it's hard for them to like swim upstream, if that makes sense. And yeah, that could be something they hide from you. So they definitely hide the positive influence that you've had on them or that you're having on them currently. Honestly, they feel like they're very lucky to know you, that you're in their life or that you were in their life. But regardless, they feel very lucky to know you. It feels like for some of you, you could have overcome something in terms of your mental health, like something, really heavy, and they really admire you for doing that, and that has inspired them. But they feel inspired by you in general, but it could be especially how you kind of, overcame something and, compared to where you were then and compared to where you are now. So we also have obsessive. So it feels like they're obsessed with gaining independence, and that could be something they're hiding from you. But it feels like they're also obsessed with how you did something. So they're also obsessed with how you work, how you handle your responsibilities, maybe how you move through life with that Knight of Pentacles. You could be very patient, very dedicated, very mentally strong with the Queen of Swords coming up. And they could be very obsessed with how you navigate certain situations and how you kind of handle your responsibilities. So we also have particular. All right, so this person is either hiding, this could be both, but it feels like they're hiding that they either want to know specific details of your life, and for some of you, they could already know specific details of your life, details that maybe they shouldn't really know, or maybe details that you really haven't told them yourself. Like they could have found this out through mutual people, they could have found this out maybe through your social media or something like that, but there's something about you that they know, like specific details, and they're hiding that they know these things about you, maybe because you haven't directly told them yourself, you know? Do you have more from this one though? So we also have shy. So for some of you, this is shy. For some of you, this is nervous. For some of you, it's both. But they could be shy about talking to you about something, approaching you with a certain topic or, something like that. But for others of you, it feels like they're nervous, to approach you, nervous to reach out to you. But for others of you, they're shy, like they don't really know what to say or how to maybe approach the conversation. And finally, we have reserved. So, do you know how this message is coming out? Do you know, like when you reserve something and then you go to pick it up, it feels like uh, it's like this person is hiding that they kind of want to keep you around. Like they want, I don't know how to put it in like proper words, but yeah, it feels like they want to keep you around. They want to reserve you in some way. But anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful and make sense. Um, but yeah, I'm wishing you all the best. Okay, please take care. Bye. Hi, if you've chosen the second group, the Rainbow Moonstone, then this reading is for you, the person on your mind. What are they hiding from you? Okay, so nice. We have the Strength card, and we also have the Eight of Wands. We have two eights. Interesting. And we have two fiery cards as well. Maybe they're a fire sign, you're a fire sign, maybe someone's an air sign. Doesn't really matter, but anyways. So what they're hiding from you is that they are very keen to move forward with you. They have a lot of admiration for you as well, which they are kind of keeping to themselves right now. They feel like you are someone who is, really spontaneous, even if some of you maybe don't get the chance to be, super spontaneous all the time, but yeah, that's how they think you are. They they feel like you find it easy to adapt, or even if you don't find it easy, they kind of feel like you adapt to certain situations, maybe people, environments, regardless of whether it's difficult or not, and I'm pretty sure I put that on silent. I'm so sorry. So they could hide how adventurous they feel like you are, but this feels like they also want to go on a lot of adventures with you as well, and that could be something they keep from you. They don't tell you how strong they find you. They see you as very creative, very passionate. they feel like you have this fire inside of you, whether it is a calm fire or, super fiery, regardless of how you kind of see yourself, but they do see you as very fiery, having so much passion inside of you. And with these two eights here as well, and both of them being in upright, they hide that they like that you're ambitious, they like that you're fiery, they like when you take the lead, or that you have this leadership quality to you, even if you don't even enjoy taking the lead, but you just could be good at it, but whatever the case, they hide that. What they don't tell you that they think some of you here could be competitive, which they really like, and this may be something that they haven't told you yet. They hide that they believe in you, perhaps it could be you as a whole, it could be in the relationship that you have, you both have together as well. This could be a certain goal, certain ambition that you have as well. But they think that you're very brave, but for some of you, this is something that they could have already told you, or you just know that they think you're brave. They don't tell you that they are working on their own confidence and the belief that they can be ambitious and or successful as well. They are hiding that they want to tame you a little bit. They want to have some type of control over you. And even though they could feel that way, it doesn't feel like they have, negative intentions in, wanting that. It could be like, so say for example, you work in a masculine career, or you have to be quite masculine, to move through certain responsibilities or, duties that you have in your life. Like it could, maybe you have to be masculine in energy, but it feels like when it comes to them, they kind of just want you to be softer. Like, so they could want to tame you in that way. Um, so yeah, like they could just want to bring out that feminine energy in you, especially if you have to be quite masculine in other areas of your life, okay? They also hide that they do appreciate the patience that you have shown them. They like that you're action oriented as well, but they hide that they think you are going to be very successful. Um, they hide that they are, let me see, some of you have already shown this person how loyal you are, um, and they hide that they like that you're loyal to them. They like that you're committed to them. They don't tell you that they do want things to progress quickly between you both. They think you do a lot for them, or they think you could do a lot for them, and they appreciate all that you do for them. They want you to enjoy your freedom more. Like they like that you take risks. But for some of you, they may feel as though maybe, the way life is set up for you right now, they could feel like you don't get to take a lot of risks. And they feel like maybe that's something that comes quite natural to you, to take risks, to be adventurous and, have fun, whatever that means to you. But yeah, they kind of just feel like maybe you don't really get the chance or opportunity to do that much. But yeah, they could want you to enjoy your freedom more with them. But another thing they could be hiding from you is the progress that they have made with a change or something new that they've taken on. They don't tell you actually how obsessed with you they are. They're hiding that they want you to resolve a conflict for them as well. Kind of conflict. So this conflict could have to do with their independence, with this Emperor card coming out. Yeah, so I don't know how that makes sense for you. It could be different for everyone. But yeah, right. For some of you, like when they become too independent, let me see actually. Especially if this person is in a relationship, maybe when they become too independent from the person that they're currently with, it creates conflict. So I don't know if they want you to resolve it or they want you to be understanding, but there is something around their independence. But yeah, another thing they're hiding is that they do want to enjoy the moment with you. And for some of you, again, depending on who you're asking about, they may not want something long term, but please only take that if it aligns with, what they've been saying and, their actions so far. But if you've already been in a long term commitment, with them, then, that message probably isn't for you, okay? A lot of fiery energy with the sun, the emperor. Even if they do want something long term with you, it feels like they just want to focus on the moment rather than living so much in the future, okay? So we have unfriendly. All right, so there's someone that they have a commitment to. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but there's someone that they have loyalty to, a commitment to, who is being really unfriendly towards them. And that could be something they're hiding from you. And it could be, the reason why they're hiding this is because it could be creating some type of friction between you both. It could be, some type of interference in the relationship you both have together. This person, that they have a loyalty to, this person may not get along with you, or this person could have a problem with you. Are you aware of that? I mean, some of you could be aware of this person already, so please only take that if it makes sense. So we also have outspoken. So they're actually hiding that they need to be more direct and honest with you about something. About what? I mean, this could be in general. We also have nice. So clarifying that both times, the Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. So they hide that they feel like you're very nice. Is this in a generous way? No. This could be to your family. They could feel like you're very, maybe you take care of your family. So there's something about how you interact with people, especially people who are close to you, which they find very nice. I don't know. I can't clarify. So we also have timid. So for some of you here, like they're hiding that they're usually quite timid, maybe in certain situations, like whatever kind of relationship you have with them, or this could be about something specific, but they usually are quite timid. But when they're with you, or since they've met you, they've become less timid. So yeah, that's something that they're hiding from you as well. And finally, we have modest. So another thing they hide is that they like modesty, whatever that can mean for them. But yeah, that is what I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful. I'm wishing you the best. Okay, take care. Hey, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the third group, the blue calcite, then this reading is for you, okay? So the person on your mind, what are they hiding from you? Okay, so we have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, we have two fives again, but this time in reverse. The last group, there was two eights. Interesting. So what do fives symbolize? Adaptability, change. Anyways, let's see. Pause this for a moment. Okay, so the person on your mind, what are they hiding? It feels like they are hiding from you, that they are not traditional. It may not even be that they're not traditional. It could just be that their beliefs are very different from yours, and that could be something they're hiding from you. And they kind of feel that your different beliefs and lifestyles could potentially cause friction down the line. Maybe it has already, created some type of friction. For some of you, maybe they're not religious, or they're just not strict about it. Even if they are, religious, they could maybe aren't, strict about it. They aren't telling you that they don't understand your beliefs. And if you've been very open with them about your beliefs as well, it feels like they think their beliefs, their way of living, their lifestyle, whatever it could be, makes more sense to them, and for whatever reason, they think that their logic and that their way of being is, better in their opinion. They hide that they don't fully trust you, but this is maybe due to general trust issues and maybe not necessarily, directed at you or anything that you've done. And even though they could be holding back on saying these things, it feels like even though they feel this way, it's not really that deep for them, because they don't, necessarily expect you both to be the same, or it's just not a big deal. And for some of you, like if you have gone separate ways, that is why they feel it's not a big deal, because you guys, don't have to, be around each other or be together for your, different beliefs and your different lifestyles to cause that friction. So that could be why, even though they don't, voice it, it's like not a big deal because maybe you're not in their life, they're not in your life. But anyways, they do hide something that they feel is unique or unusual about them, something that they feel like people don't understand. They're hiding from you that they want to change positions with you, they want to change roles with you, or it's something that they wanted to do in the past. Um, it's like maybe they wanted to take over something that you were doing and they wanted you to take over something that they were doing. This could have to do with jobs or responsibilities. And maybe this is not something that they wanted to do like permanently, but like just change like lives for a day, if that makes sense. So you can experience maybe something that they have to go through and they can experience something that you have to go through. So that's what it feels like. So another thing that they're hiding from you is that they are overcoming a loss, especially if this is in terms of your relationship. So if things have kind of broken down between you both, with the Five of Cups in reverse, if you guys have gone separate ways with the Hierophant in reverse, if there's been like a divorce or a break in your commitment to each other, separation, they're definitely are trying to overcome that loss. For some of you, they have overcome, the loss of your relationship. They do feel like you're moving on and they feel way more accepting of your differences now. And again, that could be because you guys are, on different pages. You guys are maybe separate. But for some of you, this does feel like, okay, now I'm more accepting of our differences, but now it's too late. Like maybe if I could have been more accepting of our differences in the past, things would have been different. They do hide that they feel like you have regrets when it comes to them. They're hiding that they are healing from your relationship, friendship, connection, whatever. They are letting you go. They hide how emotional they truly are as well. And they hide that they don't feel guilty for what went down between you both, but they don't want there to be like any anger or animosity, from you to them. Like they hope you don't feel anger towards them either. They also feel like they shouldn't have been so serious in the past, something that they do regret. They've already made peace with things on their end, but they do hope that they can make peace with you at some point. And it doesn't even have to be peace. It's just like, if we're in the same place, like, can we just be cordial? Can it be chill without maybe there being any aggro? But another thing they could be hiding, it feels like right now they rather work alone. They don't want to work with anyone else right now. And if this person doesn't have a normal job or career, they're hiding the fact that that probably won't be changing anytime soon. But they are in a more chilled out space these days since you both have been separated. And for some of you, they are hiding that they do have feelings for someone else. And this may not even be that they have feelings for someone else. It could just be that they're maybe more willing to open up their heart to someone else if that does happen in the future. So we have 4 more. You know, even if this is someone you're separated from, if this is someone you have to like, you know, keep interacting with, like whether you work with them, whether you have children with this person, whatever it may be, it feels like something they're hiding is that they do want things to kind of be formal between the two of you, you know, like they don't want it to be complicated. They don't want there to be like any anger or maybe resentment even, you know. All right, so we have neat, so we have formal, we have neat. Yeah, it feels like they want things to be neat between the two of you, like they don't want it to be messy, you know. We also have resentful. So please only take this if it resonates, but for some of you, they hide the fact that they feel like you treated them unfairly in the past. I mean, maybe they were resentful about it in the past, but if it feels like something that they've moved on from, you know, but it feels like they're hiding, you know, their actual feelings of how they felt in the past. And finally, we have versatile. So they're hiding that they're keeping their options open right now or they're exploring other options. I mean, this could be in terms of relationships, it could be in terms of work. This does feel like it is more so in terms of work with the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. It feels like, yeah, they could be exploring their options in that regard, okay? But that is all I have for this group. I hope it could resonate, make sense, and be helpful. And I'm wishing you the best, okay? Take care. Bye. Hi, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the 4th group, the Blue Apatite, and the Blue Apatite Crystal, then this reading is for you, the person on your mind. What are they hiding from you? So we have the Chariot in reverse, and we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, let me just see something, clarify something first. Okay, so please only take what makes sense for you and the person you're asking about, like if it aligns with their character, how you've known them so far. But it feels like they hide that they can't move on from you. They're hiding that they have failed in some way. And it feels like they failed in achieving some kind of outcome with you. So it's either that they've been hiding, you know, their genuine intentions with you in terms of what they wanted from you, in terms of an outcome they wanted from you. But for others of you, they're hiding, you know, their intentions behind a certain outcome. And it feels like, unfortunately, it feels like they have been trying to create a negative outcome for you. They've been trying to create a loss for you. So not only are they hiding what they did to try and accomplish that, but they're hiding that they didn't accomplish it either, you know. So they're hiding what they did, but the fact that they didn't get what they wanted inevitably anyway, you know. And The thing is, what's being hidden from them is that whatever negative intention that they had towards you is about to slap them in the face, you know? But they are hiding how arrogant they are or were when it comes to you. It feels like they are very arrogant about being the answer to your problems. Um, this may not even be referring to an actual problem that you have, but something that they perceive as being a problem, financial, or maybe just providing you with extra help. Like they feel like they could offer you that. Maybe you don't even need that. Um, but it feels like they want you to be struggling or they're arrogant about it so that they can be like your savior or help you, you know, so that you could um I don't know what the right phrase would be, but like kind of rely on them in a way or need them so that they could be like, you need me, you know. But yeah, and they are arrogant as well that they can get you to do what they want, and this could be referring to the past, it could be referring to now, depending on, you know, where you're at with this person. So this person, they did something to you which they believe was the wrong move. Perhaps, you know, they did something and they had one intention, but, you know, something completely different happened. And it almost feels like what it's like whatever they had planned, it gave you freedom as opposed to, you know, putting you in a stuck kind of energy. Like it gave you freedom instead, you know. So please take what makes sense. Um, it just feels like they weren't expecting you to handle your independence so well. They weren't expecting you to leave them. They weren't expecting you to prosper and do well. And they hide, or they were hiding, that they wanted a certain amount of control over you. And they feel they they feel like if they hadn't let you go, that they would have achieved that. But because again, this could be the wrong move that they were talking about. It's like, okay, if I let this person go, maybe they'll chase me, but like you didn't, you know, maybe you kind of just went your own way. And it definitely feels like something they wanted to happen backfired, you know. And yeah, so yeah, they feel like if they hadn't let you go, they would have achieved a certain amount of control over you. They are hiding their anger, they are hiding their frustration towards you. I would say to stay away from this person, but it feels like you already are staying away from them. It feels like you already have put them in their place as well. And they hide how much they don't like your hard work, your dedication. They hoped that you would stop being dedicated towards something, maybe towards your job, and they hide that they don't know how to move forward in life, really, you know, but they see you moving forward and they're in this stuck and unhappy place. For some of you, they could be in a relationship that actually makes them feel very stuck and unhappy, and that could be something they're hiding from you. So they hide that they wanted to trick you. They wanted you to be naive, but you weren't or you aren't, which makes them feel resentful more than anything else. And it feels like they're hiding that they wanted to wreck your confidence, unfortunately. They wanted to slow you down. Maybe they wanted you to feel demotivated. They wanted you to feel trapped and they wanted you to stay in a victim mindset. Ugh, for some of you, they may have wanted you to go to prison, but please only take that if it resonates. But they do hide how anxious they feel about you. And now they are in a situation where they feel powerless. They may even think it's because of how they treated you. Actually, do you know what? For some of you, it's that, but it may just be that they feel very powerless when it comes to you, you know, again, because they don't have that control over you, so they feel kind of powerless. And you know, another thing they've been hiding is that they have been going through a lot of challenges and not positive ones either, you know. They also think that you want them to leave you alone. And they also feel like you put a muzzle on them. Like maybe they feel like you silence them in some way, you know? Hmm. So for some of you though, they're hiding that they still want to reach out to you, or they plan on reaching out to you. They may even plan on doing something impulsive that may not, again, with not the nicest intentions. But it feels like it would just lead to torture for them. Like, so don't even worry about this person's intentions. Because whatever, you know, if they do plan on doing something impulsive or, you know, not nice to you, it feels like they're going to be in a position where they are very tortured, especially mentally, you know. So yeah. Wait, yeah. Do you have more? So we have naughty. You know, if this was someone you were in a relationship with, Three of Swords, maybe, you know, there was maybe an abrupt or harsh ending. It feels like they actually miss this kind of energy from you. Like it feels like they're still very attracted to you, you know? Especially if you were someone who's very playful, very naughty, you know, stuff like that. We also have non-competitive. So for some of you, this person could have expected you to compete for them, or just be competitive when it came to them. But instead, you were very non-competitive when it came to them. And it feels like they're hiding that they actually kind of resent that you didn't chase them, or, you know, you weren't overly competitive for them or their attention, you know. So we also have political. So they could be hiding that they're political. They could be hiding their political beliefs from you. But please only take that if it makes sense. Okay, and finally we have strict. All right, so they're also hiding the fact that they feel like you're quite strict. They could have felt like you were the complete opposite from strict, though. They could have felt like you were, you know, even if you are easygoing and, you know, chill, you know, stuff like that. They felt, maybe they felt like because of those qualities, they could take advantage of you, or, you know, get their way when it comes to you. But it turns out you are or were actually quite strict. And this is something they hide from you, that they didn't expect that from you. But that is all I have though for this group. I do hope it could be helpful. And I'm wishing you the best, right? Please take care. Bye.